Welcome back to Recorder Karate. We are working on earning our red belt now. If you are watching this video and you would like to earn your red belt, you should have already earned your white, yellow, orange, green, purple, and blue belts. If you haven't earned those yet, then you need to go back and do those videos and earn those belts before you do this one. But if you've already earned those, let's get to work learning Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star to earn our red belt. It looks like this, and you'll notice that we have a sharp sign on the top F line and a sharp sign in that third space from the bottom, which is C. So all of the F's are going to be F sharp, and all of the C's, no matter where they are on the staff, F's and C's, are going to be sharp. So that doesn't really apply to the C's because we don't have any C's in this song, but it does apply to the F's in the first space here. And so down here they've told us that we have a new note. It's F sharp. And F sharp is fingered thumb, 1, 2, 3, and then we skip over the top finger or the pointer finger of our right hand, and we just do those two middle fingers. So skip this one and do these two. You'll notice that on the second hole from the bottom there are two holes there. You want to cover both of those. It'll show you differently if you need to cover one or the other of those holes at some point. That is pretty advanced. So for right now, we cover both of those holes. So it would go thumb, 1, 2, 3, skip this one, and then 2, 3. Just like that. That's F sharp. It sounds like this. Give that a try. Go ahead. Good. And we remember that our first note here is D. So we're going to start on this D. Look at this, it's pretty simple as far as our rhythms go. It goes ta, 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 and then it does that exact pattern again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Every set of 2 measures is the same rhythmic pattern. It is 6 tas and then a ta-ah. And to start out with, we have D, D, because this is the space below the staff. Before E comes D in both the musical and in the regular alphabet. Okay, so D, D, and then it jumps up to the second space from the bottom, which is A, then B, B, then A. Now something you'll notice if you kind of look throughout the song is that the third line starts that way too. Well, let's look at the next part. G, G, F sharp, E, E, D. The end of the song is exactly the same. So once you learn the first line, you know the third line. And then all you have to do is learn this second line, which happens to be pretty easy itself. We have A, G, G, F sharp, E, A, G, G, F sharp, E. So this one is the same as this one. So really, once you learn this first line and a half, you know the whole song. Okay, so this is not as tricky as maybe even the last song that we had, but it does incorporate that new note, F sharp. It does get you thinking about where to breathe. It does have you playing some lower notes, which you have to use really gentle warm air on to not squeak. So there's just a few more new things that you have to incorporate all together at once on this, but it's not very hard as far as the song goes. So let's start practicing that. We'll go really slowly. We're going to do the first 2 measures. That's just Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Remember, we start 1, 2, 3, thumb 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 for D. We're going to go really slowly. 1, 2, ready, go. And then you would breathe. Let's do that again. 1, 2, ready, go. There we go, very good. Now we're gonna do How I Wonder What You Are. That's G. Then we're gonna need to go to that F sharp. So have those 2 fingers ready over the holes to put them down after the first 2 notes. 1, 2, ready, play. So I think maybe the trickiest part is going from this F sharp to the E, where you have to lift up that bottom finger and put down your pointer finger in the right hand, going from F sharp to E, F sharp to E. So let's try that. How I wonder what you are. G, G, F sharp, E, E, D. Why don't you say that with me in finger where you're not blowing into the recorder. 1, 2, ready, go. G, G, F sharp, E, E, D. Good. Now let's play it. 1, 2, ready, play. Good. Let's do that again. 1, 2, ready, play. Excellent. Let's put the whole first line together. So twinkle, twinkle, little star, breathe. How I wonder what you are. Nice and slow. 1, 2, ready, go. There we go. Once you can play that whole line, then you can play that line and the third line, remember? So all we have to learn is that second line. Let's try that first line one more time, nice and slow. 1, 2, ready, play. We're going to do that again for Mrs. Davis because I forgot that star was an A instead of a G and I wasn't looking down at my music. We should always look at our music, shouldn't we? Here we go. Let's go again. 1, 2, ready, go. There we go. Now let's learn that second line. Remember, once we know the first 2 measures of the second line, then we just repeat them to do the third and fourth measures of the second line. So, up above the world so high. Starts on an A. We're going to have to do that A, G, G, F sharp, E. So be ready to switch to that from that F sharp to E at the end of this. Up above. Start on A, thumb 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. And then it happens again. 1, 2, ready, go. That's the whole second line. Let's do it all together. Second line, the entire second line up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. 1, 2, ready, go. Now, since we already know that the third line is the same as the first line, let's play the entire song, nice and slowly with Mrs. Davis, from the beginning all the way through to the end. We're gonna start on D, thumb 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, on Twinkle, beginning of the song to the very end, nicely and slowly. 1, 2, ready, play. we go, and that's all there is to it. Now, if you need to do that again and again, just run the video back, do it again with Mrs. Davis, but I'm gonna move on to doing it with the accompaniment. So let me find that. Remember, you're going to have your fingers ready on that low D. And here we go. There we go, and that may take a little bit of practice for you, but once you have it, your fingers will just go right there when you need them to. So make sure you practice a lot of times with the slow version and get it right every time, and then move on to the fast version so you're not practicing mistakes. So get nice and slow and right every time, then move on to the fast version and your fingers will kind of know where to go. So good luck on Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. When you're ready, you can record it and send me a video and you will earn your red belt.